But a good thing when they fool. Come on, I almost believe it. No mistakes it. You're telling it in the premium. So I'll win you. Alright, welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Watch you know. Boy, Dexta Daps and a whole heap of issues, you know. I don't even know if we should call this trouble, but when them put on handcuffs on you like this and walk you up out of your neighborhood in front of a crowd is usually trouble. This is what we call trouble. And then to see the type of charges. Them a talk about multiple shootings, double murder, gang activities. Them all last of the man sanction hits and send him shatter them if he got the works. So basically, they're trying to paint the whole done picture then. You know what I'm saying? A Dexta have the place pan lock. And him tell him gunman them when to operate and all these things. It don't look good. It don't look good. This is one of my favorite artists, by the way, and I actually hope that it is nothing like what we are seeing. Let me implore the people them. You see? Let's sit back for a while and watch and see what go on. Because honestly, we don't even have the details. All we see is the man get arrested and we hear charges, name of charges, and immediately I see people on social media running like breakneck speed talking about, yes, them feel lock them up and all this. You don't know, okay? But it does make for an interesting read. We've been told so far that he is still detained. He has now officially put his retainer in and hired the hired gun, Mr. Peter Champagne. Now, you know, Sir Peter Champagne is a top-end lawyer, a very aggressive lawyer when it comes to his clients. And like I said in my other video before, I could see him filing this habeas corpus and trying to get Dexta out as soon as possible. Right? Whatever the reasons may be, though, they might still try to hold on to him. I was told that he is being held under the State of Emergency Act. So under the State of Emergency Act, I don't know if you remember, everybody has said 6 now. So I don't know who the 6 boss is, right? Big up Squash. Everybody knows that Squash got held under that same State of Emergency Act. Now you must remember, Squash actually spent 5 months, almost 6 months in there before he was released. Right? So, will they hold Dexta for that length of a time? At this moment, we don't know. I don't know who was Squash lawyer. I don't know if it was the same person, Peter Champagne, but I know from his record that Mr. Peter Champagne is no play-around lawyer. Alright? Now, let me explain something to y'all so you understand. Here we have before us what they call detention. So I found a very informative channel that I want to share with everybody.
All we have to do is just share the food now. You can have a look on the boiled dumplings and the potatoes.
This channel on YouTube called Chairs and Benches.
Hi guys, welcome to Chairs and
Benches. 2
of the favorite videos of mine on their channel so far. There's one that talks about how to make it to Canada as an international student.
For your road to Canada. Alright, so disclaimer though guys, we are not immigration lawyers, we're not agents, we're not sponsored. So that's why we need you guys to share this video because we're just doing this from the willingness of our hearts. We did go through this process before and we made a lot of mistakes, so we want to prevent you guys from making the same mistakes. So we're gonna make this video very clear, very simple. We're even gonna add screen recordings to show you guys exactly how to use the websites and how it looks. So we'll give you guys all the tips and all the tricks, all the things you guys should be aware of before coming, so that way you guys will have a smooth transition into Canada.
And these sisters have actually done this. Step by step, they'll walk you through it. So talk about sharing the blueprint with your own people. What I like about the channel is the quality of the videos. Very high quality videos. Go check out the channel, Chairs and Benches.
I'm Nayoka and today we will be bringing you a different kind of video. It will be on immigration. So we decided to go out and interview Canadian residents on their opinions on immigration.
I think that everybody has a right to come here.
Lots of Canadians are very inviting and welcoming to immigrants. we do have some negative experience. Like my friend Bradley experienced this here in Nova Scotia on that same day.
Tell me about your master's in science, fucking education, boys. In my fucking...
And in the meantime, while you're over there, subscribe to Chairs and Benches. I'm gonna be over there to see if I see my audience saying SouFLoTV sent you. I'm very impressed with the channel, to say the least, and that's the reason why I'm actually sharing the channel with you. It's called Chairs and Benches. Click the link in the description. Down there, sir. Just click the link. Click the link. Click the link. Stop. Go over to their channel. Subscribe. And tell them say SouFLoTV sent you. Alright? Don't forget to know. Tell them say SouFLoTV sent you. And practices in Jamaica. Right? And this one was taken from April 10th of 2020. Friday is today's date. However, this one was printed in 2014. January 2014 in the Observer. And it said that this is the first of a three-part series of detention by Jamaicans for justice. When we hear stories of person being arrested and detained by the police, we often are guilty of asking, what them do now? We have the preconceived idea that citizens will not be detained unless there is a justifiable basis for this detention and their detention is in accordance with the Jamaican law. That's what we're thinking. Jamaicans for Justice, or JFJ, experience in 2013 has shown us that this is not always the case, because they received numerous reports of unlawful detention which demonstrated that the practices of Jamaican police detaining citizens need to be reviewed by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Persons complain of JFJ that they were arrested by the police for unknown reasons to them, and they were being held for more than 24 hours with no charge. Police just picked them up, locked them up. This is in breach of our constitutional rights, which states that no person shall be deprived of his liberty except on reasonable grounds and in accordance with fair procedures established by law. Section 14 in the Constitution of Jamaica says that before a citizen is arrested, the police must have reason to suspect that there is a need for this said arrest. In Dexta's case, they've given not only that, they've been doing investigations, and they've given that as their reason. He came up in their investigations, and they have said out loud what it is he is suspected of. All right. The citizens should be told at the time of his arrest or as soon as it is practical thereafter for the reason for his detention. Section 14, parenthesis 2b, Constitution. Once he is charged, he should be informed forthwith in a language which he understands of the nature of the charges. Section 14, 2c, Constitution. Procedures after arrest. Persons complain to JFJ that they are often not informed of the reasons for their arrest, and once they're arrested, citizens are simply brought to the police station and are placed in a cell to wait for the actions from the police. Them just sit down there and wait. A detainee has the right under the Constitution to communicate with and be visited by his spouse, partner, or family member, religious counselor, and a medical practitioner of his choice. Jamaica, them have it good, because in America, once them fling you in a cell, your mama can't come in there, your spouse can't come in there, you can call pastor all you want to, he cannot come in there. So in Jamaica, they have it a bit better. Section 14, 2a of the Constitution. This right can be used by the detainee and his family to communicate while the detainee is still in the police custody. Detained for more than 24 hours? It is therefore important that citizens know that the police should normally have a warrant before they arrest someone. If the citizen is arrested pursuant to a warrant, the police officer has the right to hold that citizen for 24 hours before charging that citizen. That is Section 22 of the Bail Act. Well, Dexta Daps has been locked up for more than 24 hours now, and apparently people are wondering, is he charged yet? Well, I haven't heard of him being charged yet, but I have heard of him getting Peter Champagne to defend him. Okay? At the expiration of the 24-hour period, the citizen should be charged or released. If the citizen is not charged or released at this time, the citizen or relative should contact a lawyer/legal aid, which is what Dexta has done. So he is at that point now. The police should seek to get the citizen remanded by bringing them before a justice. Persons can, however, be arrested without a warrant if they are caught committing or attempting to commit a crime. If the citizen is arrested without a warrant, then the police officer should bring that citizen forthwith to a justice who would decide whether the citizen should be remanded or released. That is Section 15 of the Constabulary Force Act. The justice should examine the specific cases of the prisoner and ask whether there is a need to continue to detain this person pending further investigations from the police. Based on our experience, detainees are not brought forthwith to a justice when arrested without a warrant. Well, Dexta was arrested with a warrant. In such cases, the citizens can appeal to the officer in charge of the police station for the detainee's release, or seek a habeas corpus from the courts to get the detainee released accordingly. The practice of detaining citizens for more than 24 hours pending police investigation is in breach of Jamaica law, and it should be reviewed. The government is liable to be sued when citizens are held in breach of the Jamaican law, and our scarce resources are diverted to making such payouts. Right? Now, remember this. When it comes to state of emergency, some rights are suspended. Now, it was under the State of Emergency Act that 6 Boss Squash was held. And as you can see, that was way past 24 hours. That was way past 48 hours. That was way past a month. He was in there for almost 6 months. He was in there for 5 months, right? 5 months and change. Now, under the State of Emergency Act, which is what they're saying Dexta is being held under, because he in place under state of emergency anyway. So, what is a state of emergency? So, Section 26 of the Constitution explains a period of public emergency as any period during which Jamaica is engaged in any war, or there is in force a proclamation by the Governor General declaring that a state of public emergency exists, or C, there is in force a resolution of each house supported by the votes of a majority of all the members of that house declaring that democratic institutions in Jamaica are threatened by subversion. That is under state of emergency. When can it be declared? Well, it can be declared when Jamaica is at war with Jamaica and a foreign state is imminent. It can be declared as a result of the occurrence of any earthquake, hurricane, flood, fire outbreak, pestilence, outbreak of infectious diseases, or any other calamity. It can be declared when action has been taken or is immediately threatened by any persons at such an extensive scale it could likely endanger the public or deprive the community of any substantial portion of the community of supplies or services essential to life. Gang warfare and all these things, shutterfly, people can't come out, kids can't go to school, these kind of things, them have to lock down the place under state of emergency. What does it mean? It means that extraordinary powers have been given to the security forces. You understand? What does it mean? It means that some rights have been suspended. So, one of the rights that I think under state of emergency is suspended is hold you for 24 hours and either charge you or let you go. Hence the reason why there are, every time the state of emergency thing come around, you find enough youth lock up for months, right? And it is because of state of emergency why they are able to hold them there, because in a regular onset or in a regular setting, according to the Constitution of Jamaica, they would be violating the people's rights and would be eligible to be sued if held in such manner. So, for those of you who are looking for Dexta to come out sometime soon, like I am, even though I really want to get to the nitty-gritty of this thing here, but still, If them not do nothing, let him go. If him do something, charge him, and let's go forward with that. That's where I'm at with it right now. I haven't heard of any charges yet, but I'll keep my ears open, and there you have a full understanding of Jamaica's law as far as it goes with arrest, the rights of citizens after they are arrested, and what rights are suspended under state of emergency, as in Dexta Daps' case, and what we can look forward to now. Long story short, we can look forward to them holding him for quite a while if they so choose to do. With a lawyer like Peter Champagny, though, I don't think quite a while is going to be too long unless they are able to come up with charges and level those charges against him. Let's see how this one go, and we wish Dexta Daps all the best. Hear me I say to the rest of the brother them out there, keep on the slate clean, brother, because on the see what go on. Alright? It ain't if you doing it or if you're associated with the frigged up parties. Once they get you in these situations, sometimes if they want to keep you there, they will make sure that you stay there whether you are guilty or not. So the best thing to do is to not even end up there in the first place. Alright? Like, comment, share, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Did you learn anything new? As usual, it's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.